Hello everybody, I hope you're all well. You have a smashing session today, push session. We got a few people for you that you'll realise who, but very good people. Unreal session later in the video. Unannounced as well, just randomly happened, like, yeah, let's train, boom. So shoulders, we got so just warm up with 200, now we've got 220. This is top set, so I've actually gone up 20 kilos here. So a nice little bit of progression. So 1-2 sets, that's the top one. Now we obviously drop it down to 200 again, and this is, we just wrap it out here. That's the drop down set. Again, getting my strength back. I did get a 240 once before lockdown, so let's get in there. Now you're going to side laterals machine, 30 kilo each side. Great machine actually, really good. Squeeze is unreal. Again, like you got the handle, but it moves, so you can actually change the angle in which you hit. So it's a really good machine actually, and I would suggest you try it out if you haven't already. So we've gone about, I think it's about 10 to 12 reps here, and then the next set we drop it down. So only doing 2 sets on this exercise, and you'll see why later in the video. So 20 kilo here, just repping it out. Drop set. See the way I'm holding it? It's actually literally like I'm like not even holding it. I'm just like resting it in my fingers. So it's literally, there's no arm involvement, all shoulder. And that's, you'll see actually later in the video, when we press, we actually just do it with the palms, and not actually grab it. Again, it's all preference, but again, I find it a better connection. Now going to side laterals again, different sort of machine. So 140 kilo here. Again, you see colon at the bottom exploding up and getting a few force reps out there as well. Now we drop it down, 119 kilo. Drop set, drop it down. Again, nice squeeze. Going really good machine, and like very easy because the weight is already there, so boom, very good for drop sets. Now we go on to the my little tweak one, bent over rear delt fly. So again, rest your forehead on the pad, and sort of rotate your wrists, as you can see in the video. And it really puts it in a weak position, and it really targets it. Really good exercise. If you struggle to get a connection with your rear delts, try this. Very good exercise, and it really blows them up, pumps them up like mad. So yeah, like I say, if you haven't tried it, you don't need a lot of weight as well, 50 kilo. Now we go into well, again, I've sort of changed this exercise. So yes, it's a back row, but what you want to do is you want to go down the pad and just lift with your rear delts, no back, and really flare your elbows out. So it's just all rear delts, and you can see what I mean? Really good. And again, you can really overload it with this machine, and obviously because the pad, you can't cheat, you can't swing it. So again, try that if you haven't already. Really good exercise, bring your rear delts up. And go to front raises, nothing too drastic, just sort of finishing shoulders off. Nice squeeze. Again, prefer to do it this way instead of a pronated grip. Again, I find it really targets the front delt more, whereas the pronated grip will sort of bring in your side a little bit more, so it really allows you to do it. Now we go into chest, and obviously we've got big Gav and big Mark. Chest, so 75 kilos here. They were doing chest, so I thought, yeah, I'll join you, why not? So yeah, 75 is honestly wicked session, good bunch of lads, really good atmosphere in there today. Again, unreal people. Push me like mad, push each other. It's really nice to train with people like that, like-minded people. You got Mark set. I'll tell you what, don't give himself enough credit. Strong as hell and literally a freaking ball. He's got shoulder like fucking cannonballs. Yeah. It's ridiculous. He's like 6'4". He's an absolute unit. Crazy. You got Gav. I tell you what, the progression with Gav is unreal. I've seen him, and he has literally leaned up, swelled up. He's strong as hell now. It's crazy. It's really good to see. He's a top bloke. Bersted autos, any mechanical stuff you need for with your cars, he can sort anything out. Give him a shout. Now going on to 50 kilos, and then we're just repping it out here, as many as we can. I don't know what I got here. I think I got 32 or something like that. You have to count it. And obviously Mark, the 40s. And I'll tell you what, Haime Son, if you need anything with Mark, I'll tell you what, he's just been doing some unreal stuff on houses. Anything you need, give him a shout. Genuine bloke. Absolute godsend. Give him a shout. Top people. Top people. And repping it out. So we're heavy, and then we blitz it with some lighter weights. Just absolute. The pump was insane. It was crazy. Again, Gav wearing the old father-sons, looking good. Tell you what, hard working geezer. Both Mark and Gav in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, doing a big old 5-mile walk, and then they're off to their hard working jobs, and then they're in the gym slugging it out. Tell you what, a full respect to these geezers. Now going to inclined chest press. Again, we're just sort of getting in the motion there. Real good squeeze. Gav set, so 3.5 plates here, so 70 kilos, 140. You know, they don't give themselves enough props. Like, that's strong, very strong. And now we try and get the old elbow sleeves on. It was a bit of a difficult task, let's say. Gav bloody almost sending me into orbit. Good old laugh. It was a very good laugh. Good session, a good old laugh. Now we have the old big set here. So what's this? 200 kilo, I think, something like that. Yeah, 200 kilo. So we actually, there was a set before this that we done, but Mark, he thought he recorded, but he didn't. So this was actually, so we had to do it again. But I think we got an extra rep on this one, so it wasn't too bad. But you know, it was alright in the end. Now we drop it down, just 70 kilos here each side, so 140. And just repping it out. We've done the heavy work, just pumping it. You see how I'm actually put my chin on my chest. Again, that's just sort of like that mind muscle connection. Just making your chin go up, you know, and that's the sort of target we want to do. So we're going to flies. So we've actually got the stack plus a 20 kilo plate, so that is 139 kilo. Strong boys, honestly, crazy. You know, especially after all those work we've done, you know, it's still slugging it out. Yeah, here we go, my set. Like I say, 119 is a stack and then a 20 kilo on it. Again, go far enough where you feel a stretch and then squeeze it. That's all you need. Don't go too far back, you start messing your shoulders up. So now we're doing a big drop. So from 119, and then we'll drop it 3 plates each time. Boom. Straight into it. That's, you know, the intensity, you know. You think a lot of people would stop, you know, at at the chest, but now we keep going, keep pushing. Gav's turn again, same protocol. 119 to the stack and then to failure, and then drop it 3 plates each time. Boom. And we go. Minute, no rest, just straight into it. Pure failure. I tell you what, it's a pleasure to train with these fellas. Honestly, real good laugh and a real good session. And again, it was unannounced. It was just like, oh, can I jump in? Oh yeah, go on then. And we're training back on Wednesday, so look out for that session because that's going to be unreal. So now we do again the stack plus 20 plate, 139 kilo, and we're doing a big drop here. It's the same protocol, so we'll just take the plate off this time. And then we'll just go straight into it. Again, you see why I do that? It's to just protect my shoulder, because again, even though it doesn't seem like I'm injured, I still have a bit of an injury, my rotator cuff. So, but those 75s felt alright actually, to be fair. It's just when they're not passed up to you, it can sort of damage can be done. So now we're going to decline press. Again, we got 4.5 plates here. It's crazy, really. The weight these lads were pushing, and then we keep going. And we try and get it on a game, but bare skin, a bit harder. But we finally get them on with the help of Mark and Gav. So what we got here? 5 plates side, 200 kilo. Again, insane pump. It was ridiculous. I'm still pumped now. Incredible session, honestly. And this is what the people, surround yourself with like-minded people, because it just rubs off on you. Now we'll do a drop down like we have been doing. So 3 plates, just get as many reps as possible. Pure failure, repping it out, pumping it for a lot of blood. Crazy. And there, obviously, you can see Haime Son. Now Bersted autos in the house. Repping it out. Pure failure. Now we're going to a bit of tries. So we've got the stack plus 20 kilo. Just sort of warming up here. Okay, nice squeeze. Prefer the rope over the bar. I find it's harder. Finally giving again better squeeze as well, as you can sort of as you can see, Mark is sort of tearing the sort of rope apart and twisting it outwards. Get a better squeeze. So again, you let Mark stacking it with ease. Now we tried to find a way to balance it, and we finally got it in the end. So the stack plus 220 plates, so I don't know what the weight is there, but again, it's still getting a good squeeze on this. I think I'll get 10 reps here or so. First time I tried that actually. And then Gav asked me to do a pose, so why not? I jot it down, stack plus the plate again. Again, the way we do this is obviously we use 2 pins, one to hold the plate in and one obviously to hold the stack. So that's how we do it, if you're wondering. Again, another pose. Now I do overhead. Again, just stacking it again, breathing it out. Nothing too silly, we've done the damage. Gav's turn. See, you know, look, crazy strong. Don't give himself enough credit. Gets almost blown back, but thank you very much. That's the end of the video. Like, comment and subscribe. And a big shout out to Gav from Bersted and Mark from Haime Son. Peace out.